a sight forever etched in our minds, September 11th, 2001.
We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan.
19 men hijacked 4 fully fuel-laden U.S. commercial airplanes and crashed them into each tower of New York City's World Trade Center complex, the Pentagon building in D.C., and a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The attacks caused a total of 2,996 deaths, making it the deadliest foreign attack ever on U.S. soil. Now, since that day, nearly 23 years ago, we have made a promise to never forget. And that's why each year the Ocean City Fire Department lights up 2 beams at the Firefighters Memorial on the boardwalk. With us this afternoon, this is Past Chaplain Kevin Knowles. He is the chairman for the Memorial Committee, the spearhead for the memorial observation at the Firefighters Memorial on the boardwalk. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
I know you like it better behind the cameras instead of in front, but there's things I want to ask you.
Okay.
For instance, what do you remember about that day?
I remember being at the kitchen table at home in Ocean Pines and feeling totally helpless.
Yeah.
And knowing what was taking place, and none of us had any idea the towers were going to collapse, but when the first one came down, I mean, we knew there were people up there,
right.
You know.
Did you have any idea from the beginning the magnitude of what it was or could be?
None of us did.
Yeah.
Because of the building construction being as unique as it was, they never realized that the outer shell,
Yeah.
you know.
It only holds so long.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the memorial observation. Tell me about it. Give me the big picture here.
Wow, where to start? This is the 4th anniversary of us doing it. We started it back on the 20th anniversary of September 11th. The committee, including my son, actually came up with the idea of doing something, mimicking the twin beams. And I spent weeks, if not months, trying to track down some kind of searchlight, spotlight, etc. And that was a challenge. And ended up coming across this company down in Texas called NASA. And this year, I'm proud to say that with their assistance and with the support of the community and several local businesses, we've actually purchased the lights. Okay.
Instead of renting them.
Instead of renting them and spending all that money every year,
Wow.
We've actually purchased it. Now, they're not all paid for by any means,
Yeah.
but the purchase has been made.
So how have things evolved since the very first one?
Well, in a lot of ways. I mean, from the 20th anniversary to really recognizing this tragic event every year and doing a really formal service, and not just the one day, but frankly, it is a multi-night event, as you know. This year it's going to be 5 nights of remembrance and reflection and education.
Right. So that starts tonight?
That's correct. Starts at the video tributes will start tonight at 7 p.m. And
When you say video tributes, what do you
mean? They're like 5 to 7 minute clips, enough to turn around for people to stop, pause, reflect, teach their kids as they choose to.
Right. Right.
We have this year even more participation from the area fire departments. We've got representatives from not only Worcester County, Wycomico County, but also Sussex County.
Yeah.
So a total of 7 different departments outside of Ocean City. They're actually going to be present at different nights this year. Acting as ambassadors
right.
To the community, to the fire department community, just being there to answer questions, and ultimately to accept donations as well for
right.
this project specifically.
I think our firehouse 81 out of Laurel, I think we're going to be there as well. So let me ask you this. Have you gotten any feedback from people who have seen it so far?
Jimmy, the amount of feedback is just every day, anything to do with the project, right down to the experience that Fate took me up to the Lewis Memorial of the Whitfords for Mark Whitford about a week ago, and I did not know I was going to end up in their driveway, but I did.
Very quickly who the Whitfords are.
Mark Whitford was one of the 343 firefighters from FDNY that actually lost his life on that day. And as I know you all have featured in years past, they also have a memorial service that they do every year on September 11th in the evening, right there in the front lawn.
Right, right. So, whew.
Yeah.
As you can tell, this means a lot to Kevin, and for good reason too. He wants to share this with you. So, give me the wheres and the whens again.
Sure. So everything is taking place at the Firefighter Memorial in Ocean City, right there at North Division Street at the Arch, on a nightly basis starting this evening at 7 p.m. We will have these video tributes taking place. Every night we will have one of the area fire department towers or aerials flying Old Glory for the evening. The video tributes will be taking place. This evening at 8 p.m. is a formal lighting ceremony to kick off the multi-night event.
Right. And it's not minimalizing all those that lost their lives, but it's absolutely paying honor to those who willingly ran in when everyone else was running out.
Absolutely. And you asked the question about the impact. Every single person that makes it to that boardwalk and they stop and they look up and they see those lights, and a certain percentage don't understand initially what they're for. They're not making that connection.
Right.
Others, firefighters, public service professionals, military people, every single person comes up, makes contact, just wants to turn around and say thank you for never forgetting. And Jimmy, by far, it's not me. It's every single career or volunteer person that participates in one way or another is what makes this event so successful.
Past Chaplain Kevin Knowles, Ocean City Fire Department, thank you for this being your passion.
Absolutely.
And thank you for everything you do.
And then actually, if I may, one final note, and that is actually on Wednesday, September 11th at noon, there will be a joint memorial service with the Ocean City Fire Department and the Maryland Red Knights that you have graciously accepted to host this year. So I thank you on behalf of both organizations for that as well.
You and I both know I couldn't say no.
I know you did.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thank you.